I'm Bobby the Bear, and I'm very sad. My health is all fucked up, and I've just been drinking alcohol every day. I don't know what to do. I sure wish I had a doctor to help me out. Very sad bear.
Oh, Bear.
Hi.
Hi, my dear. What happened to you?
My name is Bobby the Bear, and I'm an alcoholic. I'm very sad.
Where did you find the alcohol in the forest?
I don't know. A human being gave it to me. I'm a bear. I like honey.
Oh my God, they gave it to you and you got hooked?
Yeah, I like honey.
Sorry. You know what? Don't worry. I think we can help you.
Really?
We can help you. Do you have any questions? Do you need anything? You just tell me. Let's see what we can do.
Will you answer all my questions, Mariam?
You have questions? In the middle of your depression, you have questions.
Yeah.
Sit up. What is your question?
Will you be on Master Mentors?
Oh, if I did that, it will make you happy?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Woo! She's gonna be on Master Mentors! Woo! Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back to another video. Today we are visiting the one and only Mariam. She's a professional chiropractor, health physician, and overall great person. Alright guys, we've arrived at the one and only Mariam house. Mariam! Hello!
Hi! Hi! Long time no see. It's been so awesome you decided to come. Hi!
You're gonna be on Master Mentors.
Well, let's see what kind of master we find.
It's interesting because humans are one of the only mammals to look up. Other animals are always looking down at the ground.
That's right.
Look up.
Humans look up.
We question.
So we need to look up to see what are these lines in the sky. So many people say they're just contrails. How could it be contrails? Come on, we all have seen jets moving by, having a little tail behind them, and it disappears in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know that geoengineering chemtrail lines, they last for up to 20 hours?
20 hours?
20 hours, some of them.
What are they doing in that time?
They change the entire chemistry of our skies, and then they use HARP.
HARP, what's HARP?
Which is a high electrical, I forgot the definition of HAA. Well, we should do that before we do this
We'll pop it in right here, that's what HARP means.
I've studied it. They can control maybe animals or your movement of your body.
Well,
right?
okay, HARP was Tesla technology originally. Tesla's technology was freedom for all humanity to have free electricity, free energy. The system, the Matrix, I call the PATRIX, stole that whole technology.
This is such a Mariam house.
And they made all these fields. They have farms upon farms upon farms of HARP. And HARP, it oxidizes the air, it changes the chemistry of the air, and then when they release the chemtrails in the skies, with the HARP, they can create a specific frequency in them.
That can control.
Well, then when it falls on the ground, it can do a lot of things. They can create tsunamis with it, lots of tsunamis with it. They can, the little metal particles in the chemtrails come into our bodies, into our blood, and make little antennas, and then the frequency from the HARP can basically condition and brainwash us into anything they think they can do to us. But they have forgotten what powerful of humanity we are, and that we are gods living in our bodies, and we're going to overcome that entire darkness.
So guys, we're gonna get into this and much more in the next segment. So you were talking about the pineal gland just now.
I was talking about the connection between pineal gland and hair.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you know what's the best and fastest way to kill the pineal gland?
What?
How?
And that's what the system does the best.
What?
By putting fluoride in water of all the cities of the world. So their gimmick, the medical world gimmick and the government gimmick is that it's good for your teeth. But you know what fluoride actually is?
Horrible, right?
Is a rat killer. So that's the first thing that calcifies the pineal gland, and we need to decalcify our pineal gland by completely avoiding fluoride at all levels. So anyways, we were talking about the connection of pineal gland and the hair.
Yeah. What's the connection? Because
The connection is that
I'm bald, guys.
it's okay, so from now on you're going to grow fresh hair. And one of the reasons that hair even grows is because the nervous system has to come to a balance. Hair is a part of the nervous system and has a total connection with pineal gland. That's why most of the native people of the world, when we found them, they all had long hair, right? And what did most of the crusaders in the world, the people who took over these people did? The first thing that they did.
They cut all their hair off.
They cut all their head off. I don't know. When you're in touch with nature, you let your hair grow. When you go into the world of the mind, you cut your hair short.
Oh, that's true.
My daughter had very long hair, if you remember, and then she went for 1 second. She lost it, and she went and got a haircut.
Yeah.
It took her 6 months of depression before she freed herself from that mental thing that she had lost her power. All the pornography for years and years and years has been what? About ejaculation
Yeah.
of men.
Yeah.
Mostly men, right? Now they're hooking
The
women.
girls just moan, but
Now they are
getting
hooking women on ejaculation also. The same way, the men always had short hair and the women had long hair, right?
Yeah.
And now the women are also going for short hair. It's like,
Oh, you see that a lot. Women have short hair.
yeah, much shorter.
It doesn't look attractive, I swear. If you
Yeah.
ever see a girl, whether it's here, always looks better when it's long.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so,
So-
can you take it back to, so you said when you have long hair it means you're connected to the world?
When you have long hair, okay, the hair only grows to a very specific length in every single individual. Okay?
Like
in
this
some
was
people,
my hair before, and I think it looked really good.
this is his hair before,
And this is now.
and this is now
So
much
it's shorter
shorter.
now, definitely.
Okay, so just let it be long now.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. So
Yeah, back to the point. When your hair is long, it means you're connected to the world, you're saying?
the hair grows to a very specific length according to what length is balancing for your specific nervous system. So some people, their hair only grows to a very specific length and it won't grow any more than that. That means that field of energy is what carries their nervous system into a balance.
So I feel like the Native Americans were a very matriarchal society because the men had long hair and the women had long hair. Right? But now men mostly have short hair, women have long hair. But it's switching kind of.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't know if it was matriarchal, but I think those type of societies are called horizontal growth societies.
Yeah.
That means the power is shared horizontally.
Oh, what's
there
it called?
is no
It's called a,
hierarchy.
There's a name for it. It's a not patriarchy or matriarchy. It's a both-archy, multi-archy.
We call it the horizontal growth society. There is no
Horizontal growth
hierarchy.
society.
The women are not higher than men. Men are not higher than women. Yet, what the Native Americans did was that they had so much respect for the women.
Yeah.
And also, when no decision in the society was made without the consultation with the wise women in their society.
But they understood like biological, like men go out hunt, women stay take care of children. They stuck to like our biological norms, but they still had like a lot of spiritual respect for each other.
Exactly,
right?
because you see this whole equality.
Yeah, like
It's
a
not
paradox.
about men and women
Yes.
doing the same damn
Exactly.
thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe you want to know the basis of feminism.
Yeah, I'd love to. Let me readjust the camera.
Okay.
This is great.
Like, we can obviously do the same stuff.
It's a paradox because we are equal, but we are also not equal. Like, men can't have babies.
It's kind of dark. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Okay, equality. It only makes sense when women and men are equal as slaves. Meaning that they're doing the same amount of work in a trickle-up society where everyone at the base pays taxes to the top. So the only reason they created the feminist movement was to bring all the women that were in the houses taking care of their children, they brought them into the workforce. So to destroy the unit of the family, so the women now are all working, but for what? So they can also pay taxes.
Oh, that's evil.
Right. That's very evil. Feminism has its roots in evil because it's not that I am not a true in respect of the feminist or the female energy. But I'm not into the political structure of what caused all the women to come into the work field and then destroy the unit of the family. So when the mother is not home and the father is not home, who's going to take care of the children?
You gotta hire someone.
No, the state.
Doesn't work.
The state.
The government controls
the government comes into controlling your children, to raising your children, and there we go, the society into AI or artificial
You're
intelligence.
Saying take your kid.
Jesus Christ.
Well, like, look
guys,
at them.
Imagine if, okay, let's look at honeybees for example. Imagine if the queen bee went out and did the worker bee job. Who would take care of the bees?
Exactly. And that's what was one of the biggest reasons of communism, feminism, all the isms. Okay,
Isms are horrible.
They have been created by the system to control people. We don't know that, but the people who own all the banks of the world, they have been planning these for eons and eons and eons, how to control the mind of the entire society.
Literally.
So it's the best that everyone is in bed having sex and don't even care about chemtrails, don't even care that if their children are being vaccinated by the state. And when California passes the law that all the kids have to be vaccinated, where are our movements?
It's very strange. It's a very strange idea that's going on here in California. It's very controlling, it's very manipulative, and it's very artificial. And it's interesting because California is the epicenter for artificial intelligence. So why is no one talking about this? Why is she only talking about this?
And also,
it's crazy.
Vaccination to put all that junk into the blood. Well, not only autism, but also all kinds of diseases, chronic diseases could come from it. Because human blood is sacred. Nothing should enter it. And they know that with the need of entering...
that's just natural, right?
That's a part of nature, except that now they're making drone mosquitoes.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
some people.
That's where technology is going.
I believe that honestly, like fake mosquitoes just infecting certain people.
Okay guys, pause. Let's go outside and talk.
No. Hey, how your neck has been?
Oh, it's been good actually. My body hasn't had any pain.
When was the last time you got adjusted?
Ooh, let me think. In China, I had a 2-hour massage.
What?
Yeah, you have to come to China, Miriam. I'll treat you.
Why wouldn't you take me?
I'll treat you next time.
Oh. Let it go.
Oh.
Let go with that energy.
Do you guys hear that?
There's one more here. Let's see. Yeah, up here. Let it go. Let me have it. There.
Whoa. Wow. Wow.
When do you think that humans first started eating meat?
Good question.
You know when they started? When the system started telling them that we came from monkeys. And what is the next step after being monkeys?
What's a dinosaur?
They're humans.
I don't know. They have
They become ape people, right?
like
Remember the
standing
ape
up,
people?
like walking monkeys.
They lived, the walking monkeys that lived in caves. Of course, that's where the mind goes. So these apes were living in these caves, and they didn't have anything to eat. The world was so cold. This is all bullshit. This is all made up stories.
Really?
So they said because the world was so cold, then the men had to go hunting and get the flesh, and they came and ate the flesh, and one day the flesh fell into the fire and it smelled so good, and then from then on they started eating, and that was the invention of fire too, right?
Yeah.
What they tell us is that from eating all that protein, the human brain went from the small ape man brain to a much larger modern man brain, and through the process of evolution we became who we are now. That's exactly when they hooked up on eating animal flesh, because everyone then thinks that this is what we eat. We don't eat that. That was the fall of humanity. I think from then on our brains started becoming
going
smaller.
Yes.
Much smaller.
That's the de-evolution theory.
We devolved.
We are devolving.
From very ancient, amazing, awake societies.
Yeah, I think
People who lived in horizontal growth societies, they all worked together. They had so much food to eat. There are all kinds of berries and plant material to eat everywhere, and they ate it.
I have to say, after eating your vegan meal, I definitely feel like my stomach doesn't feel bloated. I feel very clear-headed.
And he's a meat eater right here.
Yeah.
And like I
Eats
don't
lots of
feel
meat.
like crappy after my meal at all.
So what have you eaten that has made you feel crappy before?
Like a cheeseburger or a chicken wing or like a large steak.
Oh, so but have you eaten vegan food that has made you feel that way too?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, vegan in the sense of like no meat and no dairy. Yeah, I've had horrible vegan meals.
Exactly.
But I'm saying your healthy, like pure, real food made me feel good.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah. That's another thing that happens. People go off of meat eating and they start eating junk eating. And then once you start doing junk eating, you get really, really sick. And then they come back, they say, oh, veganism is so bad for you.
Listen guys. You can be vegan and be very healthy, but you can also be vegan and be very unhealthy.
Exactly.
You can also
It's a
be
choice.
not vegan and healthy, but it's just all around healthier to not eat the flesh.
The three of us right now, right?
Yeah.
And if we were really, really hungry, would we salivate over that live rabbit? No.
And it's weird too, because they, like in China for instance, when you eat the flesh, they'll actually show you like the whole animal you're eating right in front of you. In America, we just package it, cut it to a perfect little shape, call it sirloin strip steak or whatever, and then sell it, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
But they're not actually, like, if a meat eater looked at a cow, they wouldn't think of it as food, because they put the two separately in their mind. The animal and then the actual strip of steak are two completely different things in a meat eater's brain.
Yeah, and then the religion.
But in a vegan's brain, when they see that, they're like, why don't you see the connection? But there's a complete disconnect for meat eaters. They don't think of them as the same thing.
That's a really good point. Bacon and pig. Two completely different things. A pig is the animal and bacon is the type of food.
And also, if 99% of humanity was supposed to kill their own animals to eat it, they wouldn't eat it.
That's true.
They wouldn't. It's the only reason we're hooked on it is because we don't have to kill it.
Like if you gave a mother an option, like would you rather eat your son or die? You'd probably choose die.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the end of this segment. We'll continue in the next segment. The monster's coming to get ya!
This is a little bit hard for me.
Yeah.
For me, it's amazing. It feels so good just looking at the sky. It's just magnificent.
Well, my mouth is so dry. I was trusting that I wouldn't be so dry down there.
What? Oh my God.
It's like, oh my God, in my real presence, I took 10 milligrams of THC, and it's like, oh my god, was I ready for this? Okay, so in my not readiness, my mouth got really dry. And then I was walking, and it's like, I really hope my pussy not that dry.
I hope my butthole is dry right now.
Okay guys, we are pulling up on a wild tray in the wild jungle. As you can see, he's lying on his back. This is their natural evolution and area. Their prey are Mariams and roaches.
Holy shit! Holy shit! It's a wild tray! It's a wild tray! Stay back! Stay back! Stay back! Stay back!
I'm not scared of him at all. Come over here, good spirit. He only needs a hug.
Mariam is a natural tray carer. You can see them in their natural habitat. Right now they are doing a special signaling call. This is a very special position.
This is amazing. Wow. You see, that's all he needed, a hug
Wow.
from Mother Nature.
For passerbys, please just watch and do not touch these wild animals.
We love the wild animals.
THC and then do the rest of the document.
No way, not for me. Absolutely not. My
Ask
question for each one of you is, when you get high from a normal state, then you smoke or you take something and you get high, what's the first negative thought that comes up for you to pay attention to? For me is, oh, I'm not sure of myself. I don't know where I am. So what comes up for you guys?
Tray first.
When I smoke it, I seem to be like more dizzy, questioning who I am. But when I eat it, I feel more centered and like good. Cause I don't notice it. Like it's not. When I eat it, it comes on gradually, and then I just feel like I've always been in that state. But if I smoke it, I can see the difference of when I just before smoked it and then smoked it. So it's better to be cut the weed than smoke the weed.
I agree. Actually, I like eating weed like chocolate or edibles rather than smoke because I think it's just better for you in general. But yeah,
What's the next?
for that question, right now I feel like when I took this, it takes me out of my mind and into my body. So I'm just feeling more, not thinking as much.
No
which-
negativity comes up for you at all?
Not right at this moment. Sometimes it will. If I'm like in a state and I take some kind of marijuana, it will bring out that state even more. But right now I just feel
You just
content
work
and
through it?
feeling sensations like my hands and
Yeah.
my body.
Awesome.
It's really nice.
I'd say the first negative feeling that comes up is this itching nose because I have allergies. But when I smoke weed, I notice it even more and how annoying it is, and that's negative. Otherwise, it's all positive, and I love the people I'm with right now. Never mind.
Hold on. They want to be nicely picked and freed with respect and beauty.
Make sure they go to the grass.
Yeah, they
They'll
go.
find their way.
They know exactly where to go. Oh my gosh.
So I guess that's the beginning of our
I'll
video.
be the clickbait.
Eat it. Oh, he actually did it. Do a call, Trey. Do your craziest call.
Yay!
Fuck me, Mother Nature.
Oh my god. Is that what it does?
I don't know.
It's merely a flesh wound. Don't worry about it. Explain what just happened here.
Okay. He fell
So
down.
I fucked Mother Nature.
And then I said, let's do blood over intent.
Yeah.
And I said, if you were going to manifest something, the most amazing thing, what would it be? And he just put this,
randomly that happened.
put this on paper and said, this is the most awesome, gorgeous, high-level baby that I wish into my life.
It literally looks like a baby. Like, that's absolutely magical.
Mother Nature fucked you, so you got pregnant. And your baby to come.
It's your future baby from Mother Nature.
Okay.
That's
let's
amazing
go.
memories.
Now.
Hi guys. I'm on this hike, but I'm tired, but that's okay.
because I'm getting exercise. So on episode 4 of Mentor Masters, we're gonna be talking to the one and only Maryam.
Okay, welcome back to Mentor Masters, episode 4. Here we are at the temple of
Marmar. You wanted me to say who I am. That's a very hard answer. What have I been doing in this world? I've been doing a lot of amazing chiropractic and experimenting with different type of diets all my life. Being 27 years vegan and 35 years I have adjusted the spines of many, many, many people in my own very specific way.
Okay, and so how would you describe yourself?
I could be hard-headed. I care about this world and what's happening. I think I'm one of the agents that was supposed to wake myself up and maybe join people that are woken up on the earth.
All right, what is your most worthwhile investment that you've ever made?
Doesn't have to be money.
Hopefully it's not money. I think the most profound 2 experiences in my life is when I had my daughter.
That's your most worthwhile investment, is your
Investment, yeah.
daughter.
Yes. And I think my investment into deciding that I didn't want to be a part of the blood sacrifice on earth.
What do you mean by blood sacrifice?
Billions of animals being sacrificed every day.
That's
It's
true.
blood sacrifice ceremony.
All right, what new beliefs, behavior, or habits have most improved your life?
If I would have learned much sooner that I didn't need to be breaking all the laws in order to prove myself. So at this point in my life, I'm coming to a place that I just accept the law inside and to improve myself, my diet, my way of thinking, not wanting 5G in my space or Wi-Fi.
What's 5G?
5G is the new strength of the cell phones that is coming pretty soon, and 5G is completely detrimental to human health.
So one of the habits that have improved your life is keeping these radioactive things away from your body.
Wi-Fi off for sure. If you could turn the Wi-Fi off in the whole house, do it. And then having orgonites. The organs or organites are these little shapes, Tesla
Here's an
type of
image
technology.
right here. Image right here.
Anyway, so those kind of things, and also just coming to the fact that whether this life is an illusion
Yeah.
or is reality, and where is my ego, and is my ego checked, or shall I respect my ego and live my differences and my emotions and my angers and my love on my face or on my sleeve and not really hiding anything.
How has failure or apparent failure set you up for later success?
Maybe failures in with money at some levels, investing with some people that weren't trustworthy, and that way kind of misplacing a lot of money that way was probably the biggest lesson in my life, that I don't want to be from this space and this time and attached to money controlling me. So right now I'm experimenting with that to see how I can be rich inside at all levels.
Wow.
What is your favorite part of the human body?
Wow, what a question. Favorite parts?
your favorite part of the human body?
The whole thing.
The whole body.
The whole body.
Ah, look at that type of thinking she has. Someone else would have said a specific part, but you said the whole body.
The whole body. It's so beautiful, it's so magical. It's such a mathematical order of existence. It's amazing.
What?
Show your baby. Show your baby.
What is your favorite sex position?
To get these things.
Really? You want to ask these things too? I thought this was a professional video.
For other people, not. How about what is your favorite sex position to recommend to other people?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't had sex. I have chosen not to have sex for the last 4 years. But when I was doing it, if I was really attracted to the guy, doggy position.
Whoa! But if you're not attracted, then you don't give them that.
If I'm not attracted, hopefully I would never make love with them.
Alright, I passed all that bullshit. That she's too old for that topic. What are some great vitamins and supplements to take?
What do you mean? I'm too old for that. Wait a minute.
Okay, I'm not saying you're too old for it. I'm just saying, like, we're really young and you're older than us, so we're like, this is kind of a weird thing.
What? That's not true at all.
You can still talk about it. I'm just
No.
saying, like.
Okay, I say
how
one
do I go
good
from
thing.
like, oh,
Okay, no,
this
I
is
want
sex to like, yo, what's your
Okay, I want to tell you.
You're like, doggy.
I want to tell you about this amazing sexual connection that I had in my life.
Go for it.
Okay, this guy, he was 6'3" or 4. He had long hair down to his ass, blonde, and he was muscle ass.
Spiritual guy.
Well, it kind of looked like someone with wings. So we started dancing. I was doing a lot of free flow dancing, and he was 12 years younger than me, and we got together.
Oh.
And for about 3 years, I was with him, and I think it was the best sex you can ever have because it would last 5 hours sometimes.
Damn. 5 hours?
And he had control over his semen. He never wanted to waste so much of it. He had a lot of power with it.
That's true.
And he was quite a lover. So, and then we separated.
5 hours, that's insane.
That was intense.
That's
He
like
was actually in
a quarter of your day.
polyamory.
And
I was his first monogamous relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And then he died.
Now he's dead?
He is dead.
R.I.P. In the last 5 years, what have you gotten better at saying no to?
I have said no to a lot of people that I felt could not understand that we need to wake up in this world and do the right things in this world. And I have said no to that part of me that wants to constantly take over. And
You said no to your controlling part.
Yeah,
of
controlling
yourself.
part, and also.
Okay. So you've gotten better at saying no to your own ego, basically.
And anger
And
issues, but the anger issues were like the anger that I have about why our world is going this way. It's a lot of it is functional anger, I think. Yet at this point, I don't need to be angry.
Okay. I think we have to end it here. Would you like to say anything to the audience before we end the video?
I just want to say that I hold all of us under grace. And may our journey to awakening be an easy one and a beautiful one for all of us.
All right. And one last final question. May I have the honor of shaking your hand?
Of course.
Bye-bye.
Bye, love.